And football semi-finals today at Croke Park. Yes, a rare appearance by Cavan at this level of the competition, and we'll be reliving their joust with Kerry here on the Sunday game tonight. We have analysis of the game from our studio panel tonight. They are Colin O'Rourke and Pat Spillane, and their thoughts a little bit later on, and we'll be hearing as well who was the man of the match from that game. And we'll also be having a look at today's minor match at Croke Park between Kerry and Tyrone, and also news of this weekend's National Hurling League semi-finals. That's Galway versus Tipperary from last night, and Limerick versus Kilkenny, that game played earlier this evening. That's the lineup then for this Sunday night on the Sunday game. Martin McHugh is the man hailed as the messiah of Cavan football, having led the Breffni county out of the wilderness after 28 years. The lessons learned on a gruelling campaign in Ulster, the leadership of Stephen King and a very pacey full forward line were seen as the foundations for a Cavan victory in a predominantly blue and white Croke Park today. Kerry's build-up to this game was very understated, always an ominous sign. A narrow win over Clare last time out and the chastening experience of last year's semi-final exit have kept Kerry's feet firmly on the ground. But if William Kirby and Dara O'Shea could win the crucial battle in midfield, then forwards like Maurice Fitzgerald and Pyle Aid have the ability to trouble even the most solid defence. Kerry minors were also in action this afternoon in the curtain raiser at Croke Park. Their opponents were the Ulster champions Tyrone, who were hoping to make up for the disappointment of their senior side, and it turned out to be a pulsating encounter. And we'll have the scores that mattered from last night's National Hurling League semi-final between Tipperary and Galway. Well, we begin tonight naturally with that first All-Ireland semi-final appearance for Cavan since 1969, when the Beatles were still in their heyday and Neil Armstrong had just set foot on the moon. Well, in the hype that has surrounded Cavan's appearance in today's match, sight was lost ever so slightly of the fact that Kerry today were bidding for their first appearance in an All-Ireland final in 11 years. Now, that's surely a lifetime in terms of Kerry's football history. On a warm, sunny day, there was a colourful atmosphere in Dublin for this special occasion. The commentary is by Ger Canning, assisted by Colin O'Rourke.
Ian Flaherty there just doing the running repairs. Kerry forced into two changes in their full back line, of course. Stephen Stack and Sean Burke returned to championship action for the first time since last year's ill-fated All-Ireland semi-final against Mayo. In all, 9 of that starting 15 get to play this afternoon, with Liam Hassett taking over the captaincy from his brother Mike. A greater level of consistency, of course, is required from Dara O'Shea and William Kirby in midfield. Well, the message from the fans to Pyle Aid, I'm sure, after his marvellous Munster final performance, is more of the same, Pa. Well, Cavan is expected, say, with the same 15 that started the Ulster final against Derry. There will be speculation as to what switches they make in defence. You may remember that Jerry Sheridan was switched onto Joe Brolly in Clonus in the Ulster final. Stephen King, who was forced out of that match with injury in the second half, is back in midfield alongside the highly rated Dermot McCabe. While up front, look for the Riley brothers, Peter and Larry. There's Damien O'Reilly as well, and they could even bring on, of course, Jason Riley. So every one of the Rileys, bar Paddy Riley from Ballyjames-Duff, likely to come into this Cavan attack at some stage or other. The referee is Pat Casserly. He was in charge, of course, of last year's semi-final involving Kerry and Mayo as well, and this year's National League final where Kerry beat Cork in the final down at Páirc Uí Chaoimh. That was a good block down. This is McCabe, midfielder for Cavan. Nicely up for Damien O'Reilly, feeding it through into the centre there. Jerry Sheridan was trying to keep the attack going. They still have it. Still O'Reilly, strong fellow, hauled down by Sean Burke. Free just inside the 45-metre line. It's a big test this afternoon for Sean Burke and for the other man in the corner, Stephen Stack, having come back into championship fare. And Burke has gone across there to pick up Damien O'Reilly. Stephen Stack there would appear to be on Larry Riley. Here's Ronan Carolan. Clare scored 1-7 against Donegal. His debut was back in '86. He hits this one to the left of goal, fumbled initially and recovered well. Strong challenges going in there. Seamus Moynihan knocking it away, out of trouble towards William Kirby. Busy midfielder. Trying to pick out Brian Clark. Stopped, however, by Kieran Brady. This is Jerry Sheridan again. Good shoulder there by Liam Hassett. Good old-fashioned skill. Outside of the boot, cross towards Dara O'Kineda, top of the right, being marked by Philip Kerman. Good ball down towards Fintan Cahill, again a little push from behind there, coming in by Barry O'Shea. O'Reilly back in towards Ronan Carrollin again, trying to go by Liam Flaherty. He was given a lot of latitude in the Ulster final against Derry, but Liam Flaherty, I'm sure, has learned the lesson of that particular exercise. Just over 2 minutes gone. Cavan go in front, and listen to the cheer up on Hill 16 and right around Croke Park. So Cavan go in front against Kerry. It's Declan O'Keefe kicking this one out. Drop down. O'Dwyer. Dara O'Shea did well in the under-21 final against McCabe last year in Thurles. His first kick, his first score. Dara O'Shea from the Gaeltacht, putting Kerry on terms. Good long-range shooting, and at this level you expect players to be able to finish in this particular fashion.
Well, Dara O'Shea had a very poor game in the Munster final, obviously trying to make up for today. A brilliant point off his weaker left foot.
Seamus Moynihan. The switch mentioned a little earlier. Coming strongly through the centre here. O'Dwyer going down to fetch. Still Dennis O'Dwyer. And finding the range impressively. This is Paul O'Dowd having another excellent year. Derek McCabe trying to win that kick out there, but it's boxed away by Dara O'Shea. Hassett inside for Lade, reminiscent of his move against Clare. This time he fists it over the bar. First chance in the match for Pa Lade, and that was a wonderful sweeping move.
Yes, Liam Hassett won the breakout. Bernard Morris lying too far off him. Lade showing the sort of pace that he has. Cavan backs can't afford to let the likes of him run at them.
Stephen King fumbling that one, trying to regain it. Helped here by Patrick Shields. Free to Cavan. So interesting tactics employed by Martin McHugh, appreciating that the pace of Lade could cause him a lot of problems and putting Jerry Sheridan across on Lade. Cavan pressing forward. That's Peter Riley. So much would be expected of the Rileys down that right-hand side. They're brothers, Peter and Larry, of course. Peter number 10. Just 1 from 3 frees so far, but this is from the position where he pointed his second. Once again, Ronan Carrollin. Nicely over. Keeping the Ulster champions very much in touch. Claudio O'Shea was very relaxed before this game. I think he feels that the preparation this year in the company there of his selectors is A1, and they have a 1-point advantage. McCabe and O'Shea, and McCabe fisting it away from Dara O'Shea into space, and here comes his midfield ally. Stephen King has options. Outside he goes towards Larry Riley, and Larry has put it over the bar, and they're level. Larry Riley's first point. Bernard Morris struggling there against Liam Hassett. Won back again by Ray Cunningham for Stephen King. McCabe now calling for it away on the left-hand side. Instead it goes in towards Fintan Cahill. Challenged by O'Shea. And to date he is causing problems, but he gets decent possession for Barry O'Shea. This year's under-21 full-back. It's been a problem position over the last few years for Kerry. This can put Cavan back in front again. Remember, they got the first point of the match. Awkward enough angle. Nice kick, however. And a first point for Peter Riley. And the Ulster champions are back in front once again by 4 points to 3.
Noticeable there that Stephen King got forward a couple of times, wasn't picked up by William Kirby.
A drop towards King again, but he couldn't fetch that time. Instead, it's Hassett inside towards William Kirby. Tracking back there is Patrick Shields. calling for it. Stephen King just ahead of him. He's got Bernard Morris to his left, going right to Shields instead. Fisting down towards Fintan Cahill again, getting there ahead of Barry O'Shea. Troubled afternoon in the early stages for the Kerry number 3. Bernard Morris, look where he is, the centre half back, way up, good block down, stopped in the end by Declan O'Keefe. Well, Seamus Moynihan, up for the first time, came across and made a very good block down challenge on Bernard Morris.
Bernard Morris finding himself in a position that he's not used to, coming across, probably should have let the ball into the middle, goes for a goal himself. Declan O'Keefe does well, Raymond Cunningham follows in and puts the shoulder into him.
Tactics playing a major role in the game so far, each side more or less cancelling one another out. Stephen King, the fireworks yet to happen. King inside for Ronan Carroll. This might be the first time we see those fireworks. Great save, Brady beaten for it. Wonderful save by Declan O'Keefe. Peter Riley had that wonderful chance. Up it comes towards Brian Clark, a let-off for Kerry. Trying to press forward at the other end. Darragh Kinnaird misjudges the bounce of the ball. Paul O'Dowd coming out. Good support play at the back. Jerry Sheridan involved. So too Terry Farrelly. Well, that was mighty close. Back again towards Ray Cunningham. Difficult run for Patrick Shields to contain because Liam Hassel was in quickly, looking sharp in this match. Lobbed ahead, impossible one for Clark to take. Full back got there first. Now Jerry Sheridan, Philip Kermack. Great block down. Dennis Dwyer blocking down, and the ball put over the bar by Brian Clark. Well, an example there of good defensive work in Kerry's full forward line.
At the other end, of course, Peter Riley with a fabulous chance of a goal. Stephen King causing a lot of problems, getting forward and doing very sensible things with the ball too. Nothing too fancy. Gives the ball inside, Ronan Carroll into Peter Riley straight through. And Declan O'Keefe, a great save.
Picked up here in the middle of the field again by Bernard Morris. Down towards Damien O'Reilly. Fintan Cahill was calling to the left. Instead, it's on to Ronan Carroll. A gap opens up for him. He goes for the shot himself. And he has blazed it over the bar. He had support there with Larry Riley, but perhaps it was the sensible thing to do in that particular instance. His third point of the match.
Well, Kerry backs are all at sea here. Ronan Carroll again doing what he's best at, running straight at the defence as he did in the Ulster Championship matches so far. Could have gone for a goal, picks a sensible thing at this stage, kicks it over the bar.
Tremendous pace here. Damien O'Reilly trying to come through, stopped. Sean Burke standing over him there, getting the free kick. Not a very good kick out by Burke, picked up by Dermot McCabe again. Now it's Peter Riley. Back to McCabe on his trusty left boot that sails over the bar impressively. First point of the match. He's got a wonderful left boot. So 6 points to 4. Great spell for Cavan. Liam Hassett. Outside of the left boot, in towards Darragh Kinnaird, all eyes on the ball, getting there ahead of Philip Kermath, who dragged him down, and that'll be a free kick for the Kingdom. And from a position where Maurice Fitzgerald, I think, might well fancy his chances just outside the 20-metre line. This to put one between them. The jeering is coming from the fans of the Ulster champions. Maurice Fitzgerald will silence those fans. His first point in this match. An accurately struck free kick. And it's 6 points to 5. That beat everybody, but there was a push by Stephen King. It was on William Kirby. It'll be a free kick to Kerry. And Colin was mentioning some of the subs that the teams have the option of bringing on at any stage, and in the Munster final, of course, Kerry brought in Michael Francis Russell, very pacey forward, so he's always an option for them. Falling figure there of Philip Kermath. Brady, Jerry Sheridan, 4 years of championship football behind him, playing it very short at the back. Cavan. Cunningham picking it up. What a contrast between the style here in defence with that we saw some 8 days ago from Offaly. And it appeared to be a more traditional type of Gaelic football that we were witnessing. This is certainly shorter in defence. Well, this was Raymond Cunningham moving down, challenged by Maurice Fitzgerald. And there was an elbow there from Eamon Breen.
And Eamon Breen was booked earlier for hauling down Raymond Cunningham, so he needs to be very careful.
Darrow Kineda taking out William Kirby. Lazily hit a head, beautiful pass into the chest there of Brian Clark. And the attack just breaks down. He was hoping to link up with Darrow Kineda. Maurice Fitzgerald, good hands, holds onto it well. Tormenting Farrelly in this instance. Onto the left foot, that's a wonderful score. And Kerry have equalised through Maurice Fitzgerald's second point. Back on terms they go.
Some beautiful scores from play by Kerry here. Maurice Fitzgerald sells the dummy on his right, cuts inside Terry Farrelly. Not much any cornerback can do when you have a man like that.
Dennis O'Dwyer, I think it was, who went down that time, really hit the ground very, very hard. What a difference a week makes. The doctor has been brought in straight away. This is it again.
Dennis O'Dwyer gets up, and William Kirby and Stephen King coming in behind. Really, really hard fall on his head there, and it's just good to see that the medical personnel are in very quickly.
That particular play just a few seconds ago, controlled it very well, but it's the way his head hit the ground. A massive thud. Yes, he'll be a loss, so O'Shea will come in, but they've now used up one of their 3 possible subs, so O'Shea comes in and O'Dwyer goes off. And Paulie O'Shea, there's made an intervention. I was looking at something else. Did you see what happened there, Colin?
I think some of the Cavan forwards weren't too impressed with Paddy coming in to give instructions to his backs. He came in to make a change.
Yes, he wants to have a word with Barry O'Shea, and
Damien O'Reilly comes in there. That's very foolish.
Okay, play continues with this free kick for Maurice Fitzgerald. The long-range kicking expert has found the distance perfectly. His 3rd point.
Well, the change in the formation, Stephen Burke was going to pick up Fintan Cahill. He's now reverted back into full forward.
Ball spills away here and is won back by Peter Riley. Challenged and fouled by Liam Hassett. Riley, the 22-year-old, who was centre-half back last year when Cavan played Kerry in the under-21 final. Huge one down towards Damien O'Reilly, touched away there by Sean Burke. One back by Larry Riley. Damien O'Reilly close to him, calling for it. The 19-year-old holds it up, waits for McCabe to come through the middle, followed by Parlade. Good work back by the Kerry number 10. McCabe making a better angle for himself. He's got the angle, he's now got the distance, and that's a superb score by the youngster Dermot McCabe, his 2nd point. That move was full of wisdom by the young number 9, the way he held on, the way he made a better angle for himself.
Again, the point comes about as a result of the long ball in 2 Cavan forwards inside, given back out to Dermot McCabe, making the angle off his left foot. But Kerry half forwards will have to get back and defend more, because Cavan forwards have a huge amount of room up front. And the danger is, if the ball breaks right to them, they'll get one in the net.
Sean Burke has just had his name taken, and the sides level 4 times in this match so far. Close to half-time at this stage. There will be some injury time, perhaps. This is Billy O'Shea in there towards Clark. He's being fouled by Brady. What about a piece of thinking here? And it's Breen, and he's scored a goal. But the referee says, hang on a while, hang on a while. The referee clearly had not permitted the free to be taken, and the goal is not going to count, and the referee is within his rights to disallow that goal.
Well, I find that incredible. I think that was a brilliant piece of work by Brian Clark. That overhead kick, it shouldn't matter which way you kick a free. ends up in the net, goal disallowed. Maybe Kerry will get a point, but certainly a piece of genius is being penalised.
Absolutely. Maurice Fitzgerald kicking it, putting it over, 4 points. It was a great piece of quick thinking. Well, the goal doesn't count, the point does, and it's 8 points to 7.
Well, Brian Clark, immediately that he's fouled, just puts the ball over his head. Nothing wrong with that free at all. Eamon Breen sidesteps Paul O'Dowd, sticks the ball in the net. Perfectly good goal.
Back it comes towards Darragh O'Shea. Now Billy O'Shea. Towards Darragh Kineda. Struggling a bit to get into this match. That's a great ball ahead. I think Eamon Breen fancies another goal here. He's put it over the bar. Might have a goal and a point. Has to be content with just the point. 2 between them.
Good play by Darragh Kineda again. Eamon Breen, after having 1 goal disallowed, gets forward again.
Billy O'Shea coming to take this one here. Play continues, and that's Bernard Morris. Strongly determined fellow. Dermot McCabe once again here. The hand pass back towards Philip Kermit. Met the shoulder there of Balade. Out to Jerry Sheridan. Larry Riley. Getting there ahead of his man being Stephen Stack. Lovely transfer. Fintan Cahill. He's goaled! In the 5th minute of injury time. Delighted Cavan fans see their side go back in front. Fintan Cahill, the goal scorer. Kerry denied at one end, but there was no denying Fintan Cahill at the other.
Well, again, what we've been talking about for a while has happened. A lot of space. Larry Riley gives it off to Fintan Cahill. Brilliant shot. Gets in behind Barry O'Shea. Great last score at half-time for Cavan to get. Gives them a great boost going in when they had gone out of the game slightly just before the break.
Fintan Cahill's 4th championship goal gives them an edge then at the half-time break. It's Ulster ahead by just a point. Cavan won 7, Kerry 9 points.
Hello. I see in your ad you do novelty birthday.
When you're looking for something,
Well, what I'd like is a dinosaur, pink.
the best place to start is the Golden Pages.
Say at least 30.
30? You'll be surprised. Just how many ways it can make your life easier. You'll find it easier with the Golden Pages.
Jacobs Creek, the great Australian Chardonnay.
It's an amazing combination. Denny traditional style ham and our new peel and seal pack. With ham that tastes so good and a pack that's so convenient, Denny traditional style ham is bound to disappear.
Denny, made to disappear.
Mentos, the fresh maker.
Aliens took your Carlsberg.
Yes.
I bet he thinks we're aliens.
In any game, there's only one winner. Berger Paints. Looking good, lasting longer.
Know why I use Persil? The non-bio one. David. He's only 3. But believe me, reasons don't come any bigger. When he was born, I used it because his skin was soft and delicate. Unlike him. But now, I use it because it even copes with the world-class muck magnet that he is. He's put us through the mill for 3 years, but I still wouldn't put his things through anything else.
Persil, the original non-bio.
Repeating your leaving cert, Ashfield College will help you get great results. Expert tuition, all subjects covered. That's Ashfield College, Temple Ogue. Phone 01 4900 866.
Bovaclox DC Extra, the long-acting dry cow therapy from Norbrook, gives you up to 70 days protection. Bovaclox DC Extra, powerful for reducing cell counts.
Best of luck to that couple married this afternoon from Cavan, and they'll have been happy with the half-time scoreline. I imagine many people in Kerry would be most displeased with the goal that was disallowed, but the referee made the call, and so it stands. One between them, Bernard Morris, coming straight back into the action here, thundering forward. Well, he plays centre-half back, and that's a couple of attacking chances he's had in this game. Billy O'Shea, Liam Hassett to his right, inside towards Maurice Fitzgerald. Again, a difficult ball for him to contain. It's Bernard Morris instead towards Raymond Cunningham. And marshalled there by Eamon Breen, who thought he'd got himself a goal in the 35th minute. Again, they drop it in there. This is Liam Hassett. Good position here for Kerry. And he's knocked it over the bar. Didn't score against Clare in the Munster final. He's made amends here in the early stages of the second half. So the sides level once again. Level for the 5th time. Eamon Breen. Down to Darragh O'Cinneide. Looking for his first score. Good ball ahead. On for Eamon Breen. Made a lovely point for him earlier on in this match. Again, Darragh O'Cinneide was available, but Breen wrestled back Philip Kermith. Kind of lost their way that time. Brian Clark was ready to make a run through, a darting run through the Cavan defence, but it's going to be a free out. Central figure in this afternoon's events at Croke Park, Pat Casserly. Kermath going ambitiously towards Terry Farrelly, but that's an awful ball. He's given it straight to Palade. Maurice Fitzgerald's up there in the support. This is Fitzgerald going by Jerry Sheridan off the goalkeeper's hands and over the bar. Maurice Fitzgerald with 5 points now in this match. I think he got 8 last year against Mayo on a disappointing afternoon for the Kingdom. Very much their leader.
Well, it was a silly free by Philip Kermit, who actually had done the same thing a minute earlier, and the referee had given the advantage of it. Maurice Fitzgerald in, a good save by Paul O'Dowd. The ball could have ended up in the net.
And we understand that Jason Riley is about to come on for Cavan, the goal scorer against Derry. Maurice Fitzgerald, lovely turn, beautiful style. Farrelly dragging him down, and the referee will take the notebook out. He hasn't any option. The name of Terry Farrelly from the Coo Collins Club going in the referee's book. Free to Maurice Fitzgerald and to Kerry. They lead by just a solitary point. And that was a fairly routine kick which comes off the post. Well, that was unbelievable. Comes back to Billy O'Shea. A good block that time, but Peter Riley fisted down by Liam Hassett into space. Fitzgerald chasing after there in the company of Terry Farrelly. Just booked, of course. Oh, right across his own goal mouth. Kieran Brady. At times, the Cavan backs living so terribly dangerously. Clinton Cowell is back there. trying to get that ball away. It comes in for Billy O'Shea, on to Maurice Fitzgerald. This is looking dangerous. This time he makes no mistake. His 6th point. Just over 8 minutes gone in the second half. Cavan yet to score in this half. Their goal coming 5 minutes into injury time, end of the first. That's Larry Riley, on to Damien O'Reilly, continuing to play as a front man this afternoon. Challenge back there. Fed inside by Damien O'Reilly again, towards Ronan Carolyn. Nice ball inside, Fintan Cahill getting loose and finding the range superbly. A goal in the point now by Fintan Cahill, also of the Cú Collins club. Going to be taken by Declan O'Keefe. 7th championship match this afternoon. On it goes towards Liam Hassett, playing in his 10th. Here comes Eamon Breen. Floating a difficult ball for the corner forward, who's Brian Clark at this stage, to take against Kieran Brady. Right on the end line. And Clark was making no real effort to get away off Kieran Brady. What are they trying to do? That is a bizarre incident. Who was holding whom down after all of that, you wonder? Peter Riley being called back, so too Brian Clark.
Brian Clark struggling very much there in that Kerry full forward line, where the other 2 men are doing very well.
And it goes to the goalkeeper, Terry Farrelly.
Terry Farrelly is dicing with death there.
Certainly dicing with the sharp Kerry forwards. Darrow Kennedy trying to get that ball away from Larry Riley. They all more or less withdraw behind the ball, as it were. Shades of another code at times. And then the passing breaks down. Kerry are in there to snatch it. That's Stack. On for Parlade. The punt ahead. Well read by Kieran Brady. Needed to be. Here's Stephen King, their team captain. Driving it back out, and it comes for Jason Riley. 4 Rileys on the field right now. Jason Riley trying to advance against Barry O'Shea. Referee says play away. Damien O'Reilly still going forward. The Cavan attack causing problems when they get decent possession. It's Damien O'Reilly's first point. And so the sides are once again level here. Level now for the 6th time in this match. It really is quite fascinating.
Damien O'Reilly is doing very well in the left corner. This substitution there hasn't really made that much difference, winning most of the possession.
So 13 minutes into the second half here. Nothing to choose between these teams. Eamon Breen. Liam Hassett waited for it to come his way. The kick into space towards Darrow Kennedy. He's got a loose man just ahead of him. Picks him off very well indeed. Here's William Kirby. Trying to thread it through there towards Billy O'Shea. Looking for the chance. Gets the opportunity and takes his score. Billy O'Shea's first. Back here in the venue where he starred for Lown Rangers a few years ago in the All-Ireland Club Championships. So Martin McHugh here, who has done tremendously well to take his side through to win the Ulster Championship for the first time since 1969. It's been a long wait, but now can they go one step further? Great catch by Darragh O'Shea, nicely in for Parlade. This is an exciting spell by the Kerry forwards. As we say, that nearly breaks down. Maurice Fitzgerald back again here. Peter Riley trying to regain possession. Likewise Terry Farrelly into Billy O'Shea. Maurice Fitzgerald, great block down there by Peter Riley. Comes back to Billy O'Shea, steadied himself, and that's 2 in the space of about a minute now.